I couldn't let it swell up too high this time. Congratulations. You've already won the day by gracing and therefore humbling the uncommon soul with your mere presence alone. You need to know you're awesome for doing that. May not have gone all that behind me, but it still did. So, let's get some more Dragon Quest II HD 2D remake in here. Right, I zoomed to an inn to rest for cheap. But now I can zoom right back to the Northern Dragon's Horn. Then I have to go up it to get another mini medal. And then I'll be 1/4 of the way there with the mini medals. So that'll be all right. And I had a bit of a scare that I got past with the ultimate prize of the second tombola machine. I ended up getting the first time, or probably second time I think, the loyalty card, which really bumps down the prices of items in shops. Then it took me like probably 30 minutes, maybe it was more 20 minutes or something, to get it back because I got too greedy. Then somehow, make sure there's nothing here. And then there's stairs going down. But somehow, I ended up getting a silver platter and a rose whip. So alongside the loyalty card. So somehow I ended up getting stuff back and it ended up working out in ways I didn't expect. How strong are they? I didn't rest, did I? This doesn't feel like I rested at all. I'm a little concerned about them being strong. I don't think they're too strong. It ain't too bad, but it's still something. Thank you, Critical, for taking that out. But I totally didn't rest. Although I've leveled up. When will anybody else? Take a little time, but he'll get there. I just can't have him magic it up. I don't even know what I got from the other one. I think it was gold. There's no items showed up. And I will have to go down and up the other stairs so to get the chest there. I'll do it though. I'll do it. I want that chest. Now that I know. Maybe I'll have him Rose Whip. We ain't got any plans to think about at the moment, though. And I should have had her Whoosh because her physical attack is not so great. She's good against them. And even if there's only one enemy left, considering the healing That was still probably a good idea. It's too bad I can't at least heal myself. Maybe I'll learn meditation as the game goes along. I don't need no 10-ton to pay, though. That's just a disaster waiting to happen. I ain't risking it. I don't think so. But then again, Coronal can heal as well. Now back up these stairs and along the other way. And there's plenty of enemies around here. And I can't help but think I should Propeller Blade a Vampire Cat just in case. Probably really want to get rid of the Vampire Cats first. Yeah, that felt like a good idea. So I didn't need the Propeller Blade, but it was only 3 MP, so that's no big deal at all. We didn't need no magic there. A few more battles and Caradoc will level up. That'll be good feeling. Remind myself I got all the things. But then, what leads where to other stuff? Like, I can't be sure of things here. I'll have to see if I go up to a chest or if I go up a pathway. There was something else there. So I gotta check that out eventually. Probably gotta think about the skeleton soldier. Oh, right, no MP, so edged boomerang it is right now. And hit everybody with the bang. No strong attack and no healing. Though there are concerns with that. Let me work on a shaman. And boomerang and whip the shaman as well. Except for the miss. We should be alright here. We really should. And then I can heal Caradoc unless he levels up. He doesn't level up just yet. Another battle like that and he will. We'll get a mid-heal though. So what will that be over there? Looks like this is a dead end, so I can stop worrying about... No, it's not a dead end. There's... Yes, it is. Robe of Serenity. I feel like she'd be the only one who could put that on. And I'm right. And restores HP in combat. I'll go ahead with that. No more treasure on that level anyway. That's alright too. Now I have to actually go back down and go up and down these other stairs so to get that big sparkle there. That's gonna be something, but what, I don't know. Need to go this way to make it happen. I forgot to heal Peronal. I dare to go about this. It's okay if I go down. Oh wait, no, I can't be brought back yet. Now I have to close this out and reopen because I do not accept this. And I'm choosing to be a coward. I know this isn't how it goes back in the day. This ain't necessarily back in the day, is it? And it would take some money, if not donations to a greater cause than I, to have me play it more hardcore. I ain't overly worried about that right now. And especially with everyday ERDRICK as well. So let me fix her up. Now I'll feel better. Vampire cat to worry about again. I think I'll propeller blade it while having him rose whip humanoids as it is, actually, so that would really come in handy. No magic would really do wonders on them. Did I try and put them to sleep, though? Yeah, one of them went to sleep. That's alright. But then that shaman got to move faster. At 180 points. No. Well, damn. Probably gotta heal us anyway, just in case, because we're so close to yellow. We may as well be at yellow. Now that thing's over here, isn't it? And there's two other things afterward. And there they are. Some lengths of celestial skein. The skein or skin, regardless, it's surely gonna matter eventually. Do I want to go up this way? Looks like I don't really want to. I want to explore and get other things, so we'll go up the other set of stairs. I wonder if just a simple attack would be enough for me. And I'll rose whip them. I'll bang everybody. That took out in one hit anyway. Didn't take out the shaman though. Thank you, Regen. Now I can edge the boomerang. And bang again. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Now he gets all his MP back. And he is in critical need of MP. So much. Now he can sizzle. That's another fun thought right there. Unless this was the only way to go. There were stairs there. No. We could go to the other side like this. And better heal up. He's got more MP than her as it is. Yeah, I want to go up this way and see what's around. Now he can zap again. That said, the rose whip and then a whip on them would still kill them pretty hard, I'm sure. Unless it misses, but there's a critical hit, and it didn't kill after all. It's more than fine to fizzle me. I'm not a spellcaster. I ain't worried about it. Go back to the edge. And then see about whooshing through them, the big bad boons. It's normal damage. I don't mind this. It is all right. And what's up here on this side? With other stairs. There's nothing else over here as it is. But I don't want to go too up without checking everything. And this will make sure I don't. There's 2 pots in a chest here. Soothing song. Only Peronal can learn that. That's alright, we'll do it. I don't mind it one bit. I do mind letting go so long without telling you what food holiday it is. And today, December 13th, according to juliehomedia.com or julieho.com, it's Ice Cream and Violins Day. You don't need no violins to enjoy ice cream, but I don't know why the violins are relevant here. They can be crackled, come to think. That hurt plenty of them. So why ice cream and violins day? Why? Not I've. Have I searched that? Yeah, you put in the word I've, or at least in my case, it brings up the I've Had It podcast. Left-wing political commentary, which is totally weird left-wing, so it all makes sense. But I don't go for politics. I just want strict entertainment. So, should be going the other side now. Humor, cursing, and discussions on daily grievances, pop culture, and left-wing politics. FUs to deep dives into current events. Republican absurdities, Democrat shortcomings, which is totally fair. Personal life. Now, ice cream and violins day. What is that all about? Maybe I'll search from Blogger or Eat My Words instead of straight AI immediately, because I don't know anything about it. I'll propeller blade the Hawkman. Crack the big bad boom. And bang the Medusas. Not enough to kill anything. Feels bad about that. That's critical. You may have sealed my magic that I don't have, but you didn't seal my abilities. Me flying me against them. But it's bad that she's been fizzled. Then even against a not flying enemy, it's still an attack. We definitely gotta get fixed up after that. So ice cream and violins day. What is that all about? Scratching head for sure. December 13th is known widely as National Violin Day. And then in 2010, violinist Ben Lee of Fuse broke the Guinness World Record for fastest violin player by playing more than 14 notes per second. Yeah, this doesn't tell me anything. This feels like just a reactionary thing and not finding anything definitive. Let's see. I'll work on that and read up on more stuff and hopefully find something definitive after this fight. They're both 3 MP, but this has 2 hits, one of them being wind. Let me get rid of the terror. No, let me stick with the Hawkman. I could wind sickles. Or maybe I'll zap a Hawkman and propeller blade the pterodactyl. And whoosh the other. Will the whoosh kill the one? Yes. That's all fine there. Maybe I'll cattle prod now. That's 7. I don't think I need that 7. Not a big bad boom. The boomerang will hit everything, so will bang. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. So then, September 13th, 1903, Italo Marchioni applied for a patent that molded ice cream cups. And December 15th, U.S. Patent Office, 1903, granted the patent number. No, that doesn't say anything neither. Is there no real National Ice Cream and Violence Day explanation? No, it looks like it's shrouded in mystery, according to a local news thing in Belchertown. So, yeah, there's no clue. No way to know. I thought I saw National Ice Cream Day earlier this year, as it is. Yeah, there was one in July. Now Peronal knows swoosh and blow kiss. That's beautiful to know. I'm glad we have that now. Oh yeah, I didn't grab these pots, did I? No, I didn't. Black bandana and a full moon ring. I look like I'm already wearing a black bandana as it is. I can totally put that on. That would drop his wisdom too much, and I don't want to drop his wisdom. Unless we have anything that increases wisdom. But we don't. We do have another strength ring. No coward ring, though. I think right now I'll put on the other strength ring for me. Full moon ring keeps him from going to sleep. Okay. Now we can go up. And the only thing here is one thing. Mini metal. And we are 1/4 of the way there. I love it. There ain't nothing else. We don't need to fly this way. Don't need to use the windbreaker to glide to the far shore. Although it'd be okay to, there's really no need. So let's just outside Northern Dragon's Horn. Now that we've gotten things. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty accomplished there. Now how about we open up that thing and see about the next? And see about places here and there. We really flew over here thanks to the windbreaker. I ain't trying to go in. I already did what I needed to here. What I need is to check for any secret spots and to grab that sparkly spot. Here come newer enemies. And boomerang them. No need to swoosh, I don't think. I'll bang again. Doesn't feel so great, but we'll deal. And there ain't much left to him as it is. And Peronal was faster. Oh well. As long as we're faster than the enemies, that's more preferable. While we grab this here. Even if it's not really worth a damn, still gotta see. Then comes some rams. And a regular mummy instead of a mummy boy. I think we'll crackle the ram raiders. And then what? Nothing for real. See about Call of the Wild. Less targets. 3 of them hit the baboon, and that's what I was hoping for. So now we can just attack and kill like that and have no issue whatsoever. No one's in the yellow, and Peronal has that regen in her robe. I needed to go here to check for something anyway, and there's a sparkly spot, so that's worth the time to look. Checking for things. I want to be sure of some stuff. Okay, Undead Undoer again. Boomerang. No, not Boomerang. Crackle. And I really don't feel like whooshing, although I probably could. I think I'll whoosh. I have the MP. I said whoosh instead of swoosh. That's why it didn't cost so much. What was I thinking? But hey, I'm thinking that. And now I've leveled up again. It's a little faster than I was expecting. I don't want a double-edged slash as much, but if someone keeps me healed up, it won't be a big deal. Come on! It was right there. And I can definitely swoosh them, actually. Or maybe it's more of a whoosh. Boomerang and then whoosh. Let's see about it. Edge, boomerang, and whoosh, I should say. Yeah, I should have swooshed. It's okay, though. I will deal. We faster than them mummies. They ain't got nothing. I'm gonna grab this first. Neither of those we need, right? I can't use a shell shield anyway. Yeah, we don't need that. I still had to at least grab it. And selling stuff actually has value in this game. Guess you can get some tombola shell or tombola tickets with that. I confused items together. I blended them together. And I don't know why. Yeah, why don't I do that instead of working a big bad boon? Swoosh! The big bad boon. 43. Still anything at all. And she's got MP for days. So what's the real problem? It's almost like I should spend some lunch breaks coming up with topics or things, so I need to take time in the morning or sometime before the stream coming up with a story of the week or yesterday, or the general gaming origin story, reminder of what I'm playing, why I'm playing what I am, current anime tokusatsu, question of the day, weekly and monthly gaming news roundups, weekly top 10s. I definitely need to come up with more top 10s. And I can't think. Maybe I should have people ask me questions to answer here. But I don't want just the one person doing it, so I may keep it on a one person per, or like one question per week from a person. But I don't want them putting in more questions just to have a big queue, but to hold it in for the week. Could make it a timed redeem. You know, I could, couldn't I? Like once per day. My concern there is, what if there's only one person doing it once per day? Like Juan was the only one doing any of that trivia mainly, like, and he would want to input a lot of trivia that's worse than what I do, that people here just would not get, that I can't imagine. So that'd be the concern, but I wouldn't know until I tried. So that's definitely something to consider. And let me properly greet you after this battle is over, because everything will be quiet when it is. So give me a quick moment to do this here. It won't be all that long, I know. Let's swoosh them. There they go. There goes another one. Glad to have 2 strength rings on me. Now I can properly say hello to Ericus with the silence of the game and then the silence of me. You know, all of a sudden, I forget that mobile mana game. What was that mobile mana game? Did you have any interest in that mobile mana game from last year? I think it was. Was it either last year or the year before? I'm thinking last year. I did not give it nearly much time. And I know it was more imperative to give Visions of Mana that time. Don't generally have interest in mobile games. That is fair. They're still games and they come a long way and all, but they're also mobile compared to taking a mobile PC that's not a laptop. A mobile handheld PC. Maybe it's a handheld PC like the Asus ROG or the Steam Deck or the Legion Go 2. I figure I'd ask because it's mana, and mana is huge to you. That's why I ask. And I feel like having some music play now before I hydrate. And this is probably a good time to tell you what happened last night, unless you saw the VOD. Not everyone does, but some people might. So, a thing happened, and I didn't realize how much worse it is when Emmy Divergent suffered her own thing with Earthbound and 30 hours grinding for an item and losing it. I had gotten through a Tombola prize machine here in this game, an ultimate prize, a loyalty card that has a pretty big discount on all items for the rest of the game that you can buy, at least in shops that I'm aware of. And I got greedy. So, without thinking of the consequences, I ended up quitting the game and reloading a save because I wanted more than just the loyalty card, which is a very rare thing to get as it is. And not realizing that I didn't have that file, it's like, oh my god. I didn't explode in sadness or anything, but I definitely went 20 minutes through all that again. But eventually, I did get one of everything on the prize offerings. I forget the 2 lowest items, they're no big deal. But then, the 3rd place prize was the Rose Whip, I got one of those. 2nd place prize was Silver Platter, that only Peronal can equip, a shield, I got that. And then I got the loyalty card back. So, short of getting one more Rose Whip for me, which is no big deal, that was some insane luck to get all that back in just like 20 minutes there. So I'm real glad to have managed to luck out there. But if you've got a theory and a wonder and a curiosity, please save Scum and don't forget about the save part, or you will possibly regret it. I got lucky myself. And I know Ericus was saying it to you, but since you're in chat, I also want to say hello to Sizzlin. I hope that's okay, because I see you in chat, and I want to make sure that you're seen as well, and you know that you're welcome here. I need that known, that you are more than welcome here. And that looks like an Asia-inspired town up north. And what's this? What is this? Mountains north of Rippleport. I don't think I need to worry about this here yet. I don't think that's a big deal yet. Rippleport, on the other hand, surely is. Rippleport. It has been a minute, hasn't it? I can't think of how long a minute it's been, but it has been. Now you mention it. I hope you've been okay enough. And do you remember the last time you were here? Because unfortunately, I don't. Oh dear. Oh no, I'm not going to worry about that. Is there anything? There's something, two things here. One of them is a bag. But I don't need any of that, though. There's a little money in there. And there's that pot. I'm sure some oomph powder would come in handy. Working IT now, which started back in May. So sometime before May. That's been a long while then. It's been a long minute, half a year at least. And have you wanted to work IT? Because if so, then this is a good reason to not be around, because you've been working on something. What was that? Oh dear. There are concerns here in Rippleport. Feels bad about that. Need to go somewhere cheaper and rest before I go too far in. Mini medal. We gotta celebrate the mini medals very much. Bronze knife, not so much. That don't matter. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, you got out of the warehouse and got the IT job. Funny you mention a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I don't know whether you've kept up with the Game Awards news. Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic is being worked on. And yes, it is like Knights of. I imagine you might have known, but I still rather ask. And that's a building I can't get into in the bottom left. And I don't feel like going there yet. So I'll check all this other stuff first. And the weapon shop is up north. East lies the kingdom of ERDRICK and Gwalen. Oh yeah, I see it now. This is that kingdom right over here. In fact, it's very well shaped here. This is very much where the entirety of Dragon Quest I and the second act, or maybe third act, of Dragon Quest III took place. Very much, and it's been quite changed, I think. Let's see. Some towns probably were wiped completely away. I don't know if it's completely changed. No, I don't think it's completely changed. There were some stuff. There was some things that, poisonous bogs. Maybe it didn't change as much after all. Ericus congratulates Sis on getting what was worked for. And he should know he worked a long time to become a certified vet tech. So Ericus can totally understand Siz's struggles and celebrates the getting out of the warehouse into IT. Sis hadn't heard much in the Star Wars games except for the last two games, the second game being Jedi Survivor, which I still need to play, if not stream. Definitely at least video. But not enough to buy the games. Have you played any Knights of the Old Republic games in the past then by chance? And there's still supposed to be a remake of the first, and they actually brought up Knights of the Old Republic on modern consoles last I checked. Definitely Switch. Was Knights of the Old Republic brought up here on the PlayStation? Let me see. I can't simply search KOTOR though. I had to search Knights of. And probably put in old, just in case. Want to be sure. Well, it's not here. Or maybe I should search Star Wars just in case. I thought I saw that it is in fact on the Switch. Definitely still on Steam. But perhaps there's no Knights of the Old Republic on PlayStation anyway. I'm still checking. Phantom Menace is here. Galactic Racer was just announced and it's on the way. But yeah, there's no Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on PlayStation 4. Which feels kind of bad considering how many other retro games there are. I didn't remember that was the remaster of Dark Forces. When was this? Oh, that was last year. That I didn't remember at all. Oh well. Working 10 to 12-hour shifts while getting certs. That was some real struggle, and I'm glad you're out of that struggle. I don't even know. What does working IT entail, or what possible ways are there to work IT, and what makes people want to work IT? I honestly don't get it. Of course, my career intentions are that in the realm of entertainment, so I can't say I even know the basics. KOTOR was good and played it on the OG Xbox, where one of the two places it all began. I could definitely stand to play through those. I played through a chunk of both of them, doing a few things I'm not proud of just to get the lightsaber faster. Maybe I should hold off on that and be the realist me, getting lightsaber a little slower. I think in both games, you gotta do a little bad to get the lightsaber quickly. Sis is on the help desk, and the cool thing is playing with technology. I myself may more want to simply play with video games, and being sponsored like with Square Enix to show you this, among many other things from Keymailer and Lurkit, is enough for me. That ain't what's the point here. What kinds of technology are you playing with then? It sounds like a good time for you, and I want you to keep talking about what you feel like talking about, so that we can have better ideas and you can just be more excited about what excites you. See, there was someone, I believe in the first town, that said it's okay to get defense over offense if you're not sure. This martial artist thinks very much the opposite. Oh, what? Tomorrow. Okay. So I need a side view mirror. It was supposed to arrive today, but now there's an estimate change to tomorrow. If I don't get my mirror tomorrow, I can go back to Amazon for a refund on the 15th. They better hope that I get it tomorrow so they don't do the refund. But I don't want to buy a new assembly like that. I gotta go to a junkyard for that. I really think I do. And I wonder who would buy a 55-inch 4K UHD curved gaming monitor, 165 hertz, 1 millisecond lag, 4-input multi-view. Oh wow, that's probably part of why. Quantum Mini LED HDR10 Plus for $2,700. Who wants to get a monitor that pricey? I can't think of doing it myself. Now, maybe it's because I don't need a huge monitor in the main room myself. I can't figure reasons to get it as it is. But I'm sure there are reasons before. Okay, almost also think about the elemental affinity of armor. Ericus also played KOTOR back in the day and loved it. Never played the second one. We could both stand to fix that if we so choose. I just feel bad I never finished those. They deserved all my love and time. Because they're Star Wars, they're RPGs, and they're totally turn-based, at least not traditionally. It feels like time, but still, yeah, it's all fine. Knuckle dusters are not all that more powerful, so I don't think I need to worry about that. She could have this rune staff. I definitely don't need the iron axe. Then light shields. She could put on the Hermes hat, which is a little pricier. No fur vest. No cloak of concealment. So what's the cheapest thing? Probably the light shield. We'll give it to Caradoc. 2 Tombola tickets. Can up her defense with that over the silver platter. I think I'll do it. And then, Hermes hat once I sell some stuff. Definitely not sell the rose whip. Sell the silver platter. Oh, that's Peronal that has that. I think it's okay to sell that now. And then a dancer's costume. Now let's sell the scale shield first. And then sell the other scale shield. Probably not yet sell the chain whip, even if I could. I'll sell the steel broadsword, though. We don't need that anymore, nor the iron helmet. Nor another scale shield. Or a sparring suit. Or hardwood headwear. I think it's all right. Let's see here. A weekly recount on indie games I would consider that I've touched. I'm not doing nearly enough. I recorded an hour of, or almost an hour of Dynasty Warriors Origins, but a little not so productive. I didn't get a challenge done. I need to work on the Way story before working on challenges. And then work on getting ready for Vision of the 4 Heroes DLC. But I got money to get stuff here. I can get the... No, I'm thinking too much of the wisdom of the Scholar's Cap on Caradoc. We can definitely get this to Peronal. Really up her defense. Those are not enough things to consider buying. But the rune staff is for her. I've got just enough. Maybe I won't have her equip it yet, though. No, I had to step through that to get a seat of strength. One more treasure. Okay, that does lead us out. I couldn't have been sure. And I don't feel like stepping through that poison again, so we'll just go through this way. Now, where's the one more thing? And that was the well that was pointed out on the map. Where's the one more thing? Plaguey, sister of the cloth, so some nun is not great. Promised an easy life. That does not feel good at all. I beg of thee, permit me to set sail. I am a treasure hunter. I need not concern myself with such matters. How canst thou say such a thing? Our companions have need of our aid. And besides, there is treasure to be found on the land too, is there not? Did I not say I would reward thee most handsomely if thou wouldst return our kin to us from the mountains to the north? Alas, I cannot. The mountains are thick with monsters, and the good sister doth unnerve me besides. Ha! So much for the adventurer who did claim to have slain all the lords of the deep. Then to whom are we to turn, I ask thee? You can turn to us. Greetings, good townsfolk. We would fain roam the world freely and without hindrance. Might we perchance avail ourselves of one of the fine ships docked hereabouts? So the port manager was a woman, and I completely misquoted and misvoiced. Hast thou neither eyes nor ears, foolish boy? Now is hardly the time for such questions. And then pulled aside. Forgive us. You do indeed seem perturbed. Might we ask what troubles you so? It began when a certain nun appeared here in the town and asked if she might stay a while. Aye, and being who we are, we did make her most welcome. She soon began to preach to the townsfolk, drawing a larger congregation each day. Ere long, she was joined by a friend, a most suspicious fellow claiming to be a merchant, and the two did gather yet more of our friends and neighbors to their unorthodox sermons. Eventually, they did lead a good number of them off into the mountains with promises of great riches and the fulfillment of their every wish. And among their number was mine own dear daughter. Oh, woe is me! I can hardly sleep for fretting. Our only hope is that some brave soul might journey north and lead our loved ones homeward. Then look no further. A band of just such brave souls stands before you. You would aid us in our time of need. Why, thank you. It will be our pleasure. Wait here, and we will return ere long. And I only noticed the wind blows on the scions of ERDRICK, but not the NPCs. But before we depart, if I might ask, why would a woman of the cloth behave in such a manner? Why indeed? I did ask of her the self-same thing. And she did say unto me that she was simply carrying out the wishes of another, though she did not say whom. I'm worried about High Priest Hargon if it was a nun. Or a nun. I'm worried it was in the service of High Priest Hargon. I thought there might have been something to search over here. And I think I ought to stop searching and respond here. See what's said. Being on help desk is a starting point. There's a lot from basic tech, troubleshooting hardware and software, virtual machines, networking, just about anything tech-wise. Sis deals with it all on a basic end. There are many routes to go to which make bank. Gaming, music creation. They're hobbies, and Sis is okay with them being hobbies. Ruff trying to promote himself, and he's not one to do that. Other skills that come with the territory of being a streamer. You are basically marketing yourself. Man, does Twitch not very much help with that. And it's part of why you really do have to use other things like the second biggest search engine in YouTube and trying to capitalize on social media somehow. But when you're really not willing to do as much in the way of memes, that's one way it can be that much harder. And then I must not have the most firm strategy with which to do all this neither. So I know I got nobody to blame but me. There's only the pot here. Another necklace of immunity. And there's Tantagel there, actually. So that's someone from Tantagel. Good to know. If I responded to his post back to work or back at work and lurking, I did respond, and I feel like I should type it out. So let me double check over here and see nothing. I'll type out the response there. Definitely hard to self-promote, and Twitch doesn't help. Really gotta rely on stuff like second biggest, if I can spell it right, search engine, YouTube, and probably capitalize, learn how to properly social media. And there must be many ways to do so. I jest that not meaning makes it even harder. That way it's known that I responded to Sizz, who's lurking. Because I needed known that I see him. Okay, I can't tell where the one more item is because I don't see no pot or barrel that I haven't already interacted with. So it's probably something on the ground somewhere and me with no snoop. So I'm thinking too hard here. And a barrel cannot have anything on it if I want to search it. It's gotta be like a bare barrel. So let me zoom back to Middenhall, then get some cheap rest, then go up the mountain. Come to think, Wizard of Oz, did they not have to go up a mountain on the way to Emerald City by chance? When did the price go up? When did the price go up? Because I thought it was 12 last night. I have concerns now. Let me see something. I'd like to think it's more based on progress through the game, if anything. That's still a concern. I'll confess here right now. But why, oh why? We'll keep going here. We'll zoom to the mountains north of Rippleport. That's a legendary episode there. Legendary episode if there ever was one. There ain't much here. Or so it looks like, unless there's an illusion. Like maybe a temple or a shrine or a cave that opens or something. Those are the only treasures here. Back in the bag you go. Back in the bag you go. And then, Probably don't really need that. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary anymore. Don't need you since we got the rose whip. Put all that in the bag. It's fire. Maybe I'll put away the poison moth knife. And I can definitely put these away as well. Okay. Then I can say hello to Grimoirehurst and make sure to mute the game. And then me because of the Gashat, which is a subscription. Really want to work in 3 happy pie pots when subscribed. It just feels right. And that could almost be a pie pot if it wanted to be, but it's somebody named Eden. And the way they peek out of the corner just makes a whole lot of sense. You know, I can't help but think, what if I should fire up my Series X, go find the best visual place to see the face of a pie pot and not like not hindered by anything, and then make the coming out of it a emote. I feel like that needs to happen. And Grimoire's getting a laugh to only now read the title of the stream. We're off to see the priest, the horrible high priest of Hargon. It's of Hargon when it should be the horrible high priest Hargon. Yeah, I did that wrong. I did that so wrong, and now I feel bad about it. So I'm gonna change that. And I don't know if I care enough to change that in YouTube until it's all over. And here I thought I stopped the words on stream, but I didn't. Then there's a whole lot of Squidward there from Juan. I'll say hello to Juan as well. And yes, there's something here. Forever Red that you posted in the Discord is not just a legendary episode of Power Rangers Wild Force, which isn't enough of a Wild Force episode. It's a legendary episode of Power Rangers if there ever was one. All right. Now that all that's settled, let's see about this here. Oh, they both got red eyes. The Almighty seeth how you toiled day and night for the good of your neighbors. And us without Ra's mirror, it broke. And it vexeth him to his very core. Why would it vex the Almighty? Why would it vex Rubus? I beg your pardon. Mayhap it was not your intent to sin, but sinned you have. To whittle away the strength which the Almighty has gifted thee is the height of blasphemy. To give is to have one's purse plundered. To love thy neighbor is to love thy robber. What is she? Yet fear not, for you can still be saved. All you must needs do is banish the wicked kindness that plagues your hearts. Give of yourselves no more. Rather, take back what is rightfully yours. This is the path to true strength and lasting bliss. No, 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 no. That is all well and good, but what happened to that talk of you making us rich? Did you not hear? The good sister said to take what is your neighbor's for your own. The more coffers you plunder, the richer and the happier you will be. Robin Hood would sure be happy about this, I would imagine. I'm not happy about it, though. Before I read as her, let me catch up with you all here. So Forever Red was also meant to put the stead up the original plan for the next season. I don't know what a stead is because that's not S-T-E-A-D. It's not like homestead, so something's wrong there. Then it's hostile for some of the red, then meant to put the set up the original plan. I think you're gonna have to reword that because I cannot tell what's being said. Nasty Nun, quite a name. The original plan for Wild Force for the next season meant to wrap up about 10 whole years of story. Next season after Wild Force, or was it Wild Force that was meant to be the last after 10 years of story? I swear it was Wild Force that was meant to be the end, and then Disney came and bought it like halfway through or 2/3 of the way through. The people kind of stand in a heart shape right now too. I noticed that when you said it. The original plan for the next season, Hectagon. I think Hecta means 10. I think Hecta means 10. That sounds familiar. And I thought I vaguely saw Hectagon when looking up something related to ninja stuff in Power Rangers in the last couple of days. I thought I did see the name Hectagon. I see scant value in happiness obtained by another's suffering. I don't see the value neither. Now we broke the heart. How terrible are we, Grimoire? Despite it being for the greater good to come to their aid. Lend not your ears to their twisted tongues. No good can come from following these teachings. It is in aiding others that our souls become richer. Naught is lost. We only gain. That just feels so much more right. If anything, those three stitch the two halves together. I agree. Our town may be poor, life may be hard, but that is all the more reason not to inflict further poverty and hardship on our neighbors. They're not happy. Hear, hear! Come then, let us repair to Rippleport. Your friends and family are beside themselves with worry. I agree. Friends, let us return home. We will gain naught through death but our own damnation. To love thy neighbors, to love thy robber? What nonsense. So now the shape of the heart will end up going home. Ah, I knew she was lying from the first. It's all good. This worked out the way it was supposed to. I hope you lot are prepared to pay for dispersing our disciples. Poor lost lambs. May they rejoin the flock someday. What flock? Well, if you really want to know... Oh gee, they got ears and antlers and imp faces. Goddess preserve us! Mummy dearest, how hilarious. We serve the Almighty, and it is time you learn the true strength of those who do not squander their gifts. The Almighty to them is High Priest Hargon. So let's see. There are meant to be 2 ranger teams, and Tommy was meant to be the Green Samurai Ranger. He's done plenty as it is, though, although he would come back for some reasons as it is. It would probably be okay that he wasn't the Green Samurai Ranger. And come to think, were they not effectively 2 teams in Ninja Storm between the Wind Rangers and the Thunder Rangers? Or did they effectively combine as one team in the story as it was? I don't think they were as joining between the Hurricanegers and the Go Riders. That heart will get stronger after we get rid of this nasty nun, or rather this Twisted Sister. Is there not a band by the name of Twisted Sister? I almost think there was a roller coaster called Twisted Twins. And then there was also T-Squared, Tear It to the Next Level. Let me see, Twisted Sister. Yeah, there is a band called Twisted Sister. American heavy metal. Oh, they're the ones behind We're Not Gonna Take It. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. And the first time I heard that was when a band played it in the movie Max Keeble's Big Move. And yeah, Nasty Nun is now the Mummy Dearest. And that was a mean... Oh no, Nasty Nun is the Twisted Sister. But the Mummy Dearest was the mean merchant. That's what it was, Grem. I got you. The whole hostility and motorcycle that I know nothing about. There's a knack for self-promotion, among other things. Have to know how to work and where to focus. It's not for everyone. And while lurking and all, type it in. I know I make things hard for myself, and I don't have the focus that I need. "2026 is another year to work at it. And so is after every day, ERDRICK. Cult attempt failed. This is not a cult of the Lamb, after all, so it's obvious this would have failed in the first place. Grimoire loves Dairy Queen, I mean Dragon Quest. So much for convincing the nun to change her ways and taking her out to dinner. And there was a band called Twisted Sister, and I saw the song thing. And Ericus asks, are we gonna take it? Graham replies, not anymore. Just you try and make us. Yes, Dairy Queen. Or Dragon Ball Z Quest. Or what else? Dragon Blue Z Quest. Or what's another thing? Dragon Blue Z Trigger Quest. Just to work in Chrono Trigger somewhere. Man, we got Chrono Cross in that free-to-play Another Eden, the cat that leapt through time and space, or the cat something time and space or something, I forget. And it ain't really capitalizing on real microtransaction stuff. Last I checked, you're really not being pushed to buy much of anything. The focus is of it being a single player JRPG that has plenty of stuff going for it. How dare I? I dare, because a mission is to make you all smile and or laugh and be excited in various ways. That's how I dare, by thinking of how to make these things happen and realizing references or puns are one way to do that. That's how I dare. They're beasts? These are beasts? Maybe it's because of the deer parts and then the cat ears, perhaps. But I kind of want to get rid of the gremlins first. Zap would definitely help with that. I think I'll bang everybody. I don't like that heal. That was nice damage, though. Okay. I think I'll fly knee that, zap this again, and then bang again. There goes one gremlin. And then healed again. And healed again. I am very hurt and I need to be very healed. While I flying knee. Peronal is still fast. So she can mid-heal me. It was alright. Peronal was the one hit, not me. Too much healing. And then I'm paralyzed. That ain't fun. So we're gonna need to mid-heal me and tingle me. That gremlin is getting healed too much. Caradoc needs to be healed. I want to get rid of that gremlin. I really do. Thank you, Peronal. There goes the gremlin. Too much hurt. I think I'll muster strength and then cattle prod. It can zap or crackle. Let's crackle. Oh, it's only on a group. Never mind. Why don't we get rid of the Twisted Sister? It's too much healing. That's okay. I'll definitely deal with that. Now to cattle prod the Twisted Sister and continue to zap and mid-heal. Well, mid-heal Caradoc, because Caradoc can bring me back. Now that was some nice hurt. That's concerning right there. I'll cattle prod and then tingle Caradoc. Okay, there goes the Twisted Sister. Now we're down to that. And I can't think of who to heal. Probably not Peronal at the moment. Heal me and heal him. It's alright to hit me. I don't mind that hit at all. I kind of want to do Propeller Blade over Undead Undoer because of the 2 hits. I feel like that'd be fine to do. Then we'll keep zapping. And she can swoosh. Although I think she should fix herself up. Mercurial Thrust, whatever. A total of 195. I'll muster my strength again. Then she'll mid-heal him. She'll have to mid-heal herself next. Now let's see about Undead Undoer. It's okay, it wasn't Peronal. Okay, that was more damage. But I'm out of MP. All these Mercurial Thrusts, though. No more worry, it's all over. And so long as Sis isn't on a call, he can put his earbud back in and watch. So paying attention where you can. All good to know. I figured I wouldn't know when you're lurking, but I figured I'd at least reply through text so to let you know that you're still seen. 1,000 experience points for all of that. And Caradoc is leveled up. And he knows Zoom and the Healing Miracle Slash. All good. Our faith proves the stronger. Though they did put on a good show.
Indeed. I never knew that monsters could change their forms in such a manner. We must keep our wits about us.
I knew they could change their forms. I just don't have a Ra's mirror to expose them. Back to Rippleport then. And if we meet any nuns on the way, let us give them a wide berth. So, I wonder if I should watch Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft. I'm not convinced. I'm not enough of a thing. Okay, I see this here. The quality of clothing at retail stores today is quite literally the quality that Halloween costumes used to be. That is terrible. That's horrible to hear about. And the voice of Neo, The World Ends With You's Rindo Kanade, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's Billy, or Chocobo Billy, came back from a trip to Japan, smiled so much, came back with sore cheek muscles. Over the next few weeks, there'll be a slow roll of the amazing things he was able to see and do. I love that. And I need to figure out when to go through Versus drafts in Clair Obscure Expedition 33. I need to figure out when with that. And I would not enough to think of this here. I'm responding too much to Twitter right now as it is. And wouldn't have taken it personally if I didn't respond. Stream is active. I myself would have taken it personally on myself, but I appreciate you saying that, Sis. More comments than I thought here. The shape of the clothes sure looks similar, though. Must gotta keep the blue and gold and some form of buns. More alpha looking here. So to keep with more the games. Okay. And then what else were people saying? Take that, cultist monsters. I appreciate that there, Grem. That new Mega Man game announced is not Mega Man Legends 3, and thus I am very sad. Although I still want to get into Mega Man Dual Override. I've not even gone through Mega Man 11 yet. I'm ashamed of that. I've gone through all the other console Mega Mans. Classic series that at least came here and are numbered. I've not yet gone through Mega Man and Base yet. But, need to go through 11, and I would go through Dual Override. But get Mega Man Vonan off the moon, you cowards! Man.
Behold, the brave heroes return, who did see our kinsfolk safely home, just as they had promised.
My precious daughter is restored unto my bosom at last. I know not how to thank you.
Our lives here are not easy, and thus were we tempted by tales of a life less marred by hardship. It is not difficult to see how the good sister did convince so many to follow her to the so-called Promised Land. Were it not for your timely intervention, we might never have seen the deception for what it was. We are only glad to be of service, good lady. Thou didst speak of wishing to avail thyself of a ship, didst thou not? Indeed I did, for we must needs set sail for the furthest flung corners of this world. Hast thou perchance a vessel of which we might make use? I do not. I have one that thou might take for thy very own. You would make a gift of it? Please understand, good lady, we did not intend to demand such a price for our aid. Fear not, I do not mean to suggest that you did. But to say that we feared our loved ones might never return to us would be to understate the case most mightily, and our gratitude, as a consequence, is great indeed. Please, 'tis the least we can do. Huzzah! A ship of our very own! Thank you. The cause in the name of which we travel is one of vital import. Your gift will further it most mightily, I assure you. It sounds a weighty quest indeed, but please, a single boat is not so great a sacrifice as all that. We ask only that you raise a hearty cheer as you weigh anchor and set sail for adventure, as is the custom of the sailors of this town. And we shall do so, with pleasure. But the vessel must be rigged and provisioned first. Pray, lay thy weary heads at the inn while the work is done. Indeed, and do not even think to try and proffer coin for thy lodging. The innkeeper will not hear of it. 1,000 thanks! And I trust that said lodging will come with a hearty dinner and a healthful breakfast both. And then I shook my head. Ignore my companion, please. He means, of course, to say that we will gratefully accept whatever the good innkeeper might see fit to offer. Good. Now go, and return here on the morrow. Your ship will be waiting. Funny bump. That's all right. But I'd like to think the innkeeper would probably want to give a hearty dinner and a healthful breakfast both. Probably. So let's see here. Now we just need a crew to do all the boat things that we don't know how to do. You know what game would allow for such a crew to be provisioned and help to do those things? Like a dragon pirate yakuza in Hawaii that I need to go back to. Sega done granted me a key for that, and I want to share that too. But I can't make another everyday series out of that, and certainly not anytime soon. We gotta go back to Hawaii, though. We just do.
Greetings all. Fear not, I've heard all that you did for us. Your chambers await.
All right, now to the sleepy and the Edie, if the Edie is a thing. But we all hear this.
Hear me, Hans of Science of ERDRICK.
Now we can hear the... I forget her name.
Of fate have been set in motion. And so...
Oh no.
Spread your wings and journey across the sea. Great dangers await, but you must face them, for there are those who need your help.
I was worried about this. And it turns out to be a real thing. There's food.
I too heard the voice.
And I. So, it was no mere dream.
No, indeed. And it bade us go to the aid of those in need, did it not?
It did. Hargon's foulness spreads yet further afield, it seems. Let us set sail just as soon as the ship is ours.
Aye, but first the ship. I can still hardly believe it is to be ours. Come!
To the port.
I'm gonna recheck what that voice said. I forget who it is immediately. But this is unfortunately the reality we live in, and at times I really, really hate it. Much like with the military, I wonder if the text will focus up. But ICE is using Uncle Sam to get people to join. I don't know about you, but there can be no good reason, especially not a $50,000 signing bonus to join ICE. Absolutely not. This is an actual Twitter ad, and I cannot tell you how infuriating that is. Wasn't it bad enough that they were using anime and Pokemon to promote jobs for that? Have they not gone far enough? Apparently the answer is no. I don't get it. That's just infuriating. Like, I am so infuriated about that. So what's this? Oh, gee. Someone who is very in SNK, like extremely in SNK, is thinking of all these things about Dan Hibiki in the upcoming Street Fighter movie being references to Robert Garcia in The King of Fighters or Art of Fighting. It's supposed to be Ryo that's based off of. I forget. Is Dan based on both of them? No, I think he is. Yeah, I don't need to ask that. He is based on both of them. Let me breathe, open up Touch Portal, and say hello to Sarnathium. This is not the kind of thing you come to see and hear what I just showed you all. On the other hand, this is... It's a rule. Whenever Sarnathium is subscribed and in chat, we've got to hear one of his many kitties Lance. I don't make the rules. He does. I'm more than willing to adhere to those rules. That's more of what you're here for, not what I showed you. And with how this is set up, do I think that new customers have to come in and be shushed? Not wake up people already using the beds and sleeping? You know, I'm not sure, because there was nobody sleeping here before, and there's nobody sleeping here now. But if there were such a thing, it would definitely have to apply to Caradoc, for sure. For sure. Lovely bowls of creamy vegetable stew, and they're still there. And then fruits like apples and pears and green apples. But I will apologize for angering you all with what I saw, with the whole I saw this, now you have to see it too thing. It was not meant to anger you. Well, yeah, no, it wasn't meant to anger, although it would, but you all understand the anger. You all get it. You all agree with that anger.
And there you are at last. Your ship awaits, young heroes.
Hurrah! You must accept our deepest thanks.
No, it is you who must accept ours. Return to us here whenever you so wish, and may fortune follow you o'er the waves.
Oh, I forgot to damn it! I forgot what she said. I'll have to look that up. That voice.
Very well. The world is now ours to explore, it seems. Let us go to the aid of those in need.
With all haste, and let us hope that in so doing, we might learn more of Fal Hargon's schemes.
Aye, and there is one more thing we must do besides. We must warn those we meet of the darkness that threatens our world, that they might make ready to meet it. None must suffer the fate that befell Moonbrook. I do not wish to sow discord and fear by so doing. I wish only to give the gift of vigilance, the lack of which I fear played its part in the downfall of my homeland.
Indeed. Had your people been forewarned, perhaps they might have been better prepared when the moment came.
Come then, let us away. But I must warn you all, this will be my first time at sea. Forgive me if I do not prove the sturdiest of shipmates.
I, too, have never been to sea. All will be well, I'm sure. And even if it is not, we can at least console one another.
It'll be all right. It will be okay.
Truly, though, I am beyond excited. A maiden voyage aboard our very own ship. A moment, if you would.
What up?
I do not wish to suggest that all is fun and games. The world is in peril, this I know full well, and you have lost much, dear cousin. It cannot be easy. Forgive me. I suppose it is not becoming of the scions of the great hero to take pleasure in the execution of their duties. And yet, I cannot help but feel my heart skip a beat in anticipation of the adventure to come. Am I a heartless rogue? An uncaring monster?
No.
Would you say the same of me if I told you that I enjoy our time together? That I smile yet more with each and every passing day? True, I have but recently lost my father and my people both. But does a moment of levity in spite of that make me a monster?
I don't think so.
Of course not. We laugh when we are happy and cry when we are sad. We cannot control such things. Nor would I wish us to.
Then you have your answer, and I thank you for it. The stakes of our journey could not be higher. The fate of the world rests upon our shoulders. But this should not, cannot mean that we spend every waking moment weighed down by the impossible seriousness of it all. If we wish to face the journey ahead with hope in our hearts, are we wrong for doing so? No. We are merely human.
Forgive me. I simply feared that my careless merriment might seem unfeeling to one who has suffered so much.
Quite the opposite. Your careless merriment is the very thing that gives me strength. So laugh, smile, and do not think twice before doing so. Very well. Let us swear to be true to our feelings, come what may. What say you?
We've got to be true to ourselves here.
Good. Now come. Hargon awaits.
Aye, let us stride forward to meet him, laughing and crying all the while.
This may as well be the end of Act 1 here. It would make a whole lot of sense. I don't want to leave just yet, though. I want to grab those barrels. I want to grab the stuff in those barrels, though. Why are we leaving now? We can't leave here. Oceans may await, but it ain't time yet. Not until we grab the treasures here. Let's see here. Vigilance. The Peronal is very strong. Very, very strong. I don't need no sparring suit again. I'll still grab it because it's an item and it can be sold, so to get some more tombola tickets. There might be something down this way. I'll speak to the kitties later. I'll speak to them now. Had to interact with them. And then here as well. I can't open that ultimate chest yet. Another tombola ticket. And another crackle scroll. That is another crackle scroll. So we can give it to Peronal after all. What was Darnathian saying? There's one good reason to join ICE. Help stop the group they place you in when they are about to go too far. That might put you in jail or worse. If enough people joined like that, they'd start to get paranoid on not knowing who to trust to be assholes like them. That would call for a lot of brave people. A lot of brave people who, if they could deal with pain, or how brave would they be to join, get the signing bonus, spend it on anything that either they want or will cover bills for their family or friends if they're so able to. Then expose the terribleness of the people within ICE, and then deal with hopefully not the worst, only being jailed or fired, and then sow the discord amongst them because ICE goes way too far as it is. Those would be among some of the bravest souls if they managed all of that. I don't have the guts. I'm aware of that. All I can do is simply hope for those braver souls to succeed in all of that and disband or cause a dissolution of ICE. I don't have the bravery to take part in that. And imagine if could there be even one rich person who would do that? I don't imagine. All right, now we can board here. Now that we found the stuff. We can't go any faster than this, can we? We can still alight here. Good to know. Gold mail. That is not cursed. I could not be sure of that, but I can't. Oh, wait. And gun armor. Either of us guys could put it on. I think I gotta give it to him because of that scholar's cap. Yeah. That scholar's cap means I've gotta put it on him. Rich people usually get rich by stepping on others. Not saying there isn't a rich person that did it legit, but most don't. Yeah, most don't. A sad, sad truth that we have to be aware of. In a stone's throw. See about sizzling them and swooshing them. They resist, of course. They resist that as well. But they're all dead in one turn. Talking like billions rich. Yeah, the richer you are, the more concern there can be. And then she can awaken us with Cock-a-doodle-doo spell. I thought it was Asian, but it's not. It's Galenberg. That's what this is. Galenberg. Little dock right there. Not Galenberg. Galenholm. That's what it is. And that was the place, the way to Galen's grave there. All right. We've made it onto the setting of Dragon Quest 1 and the setting of the final act of Dragon Quest 3. I call it Act 3. I don't have money for this stuff, though. And I'm not even worried about these. No top hat for him. Probably don't need a staff of sensing. I don't think I gotta worry about it. Might see more hope for people with millions instead of billions, like Billie Eilish gives hope when she gives extra away and calls out those really rich twats. She strikes me as a type who would. How do you feel about Mr. Beast then? Then again, people fund him to do these crazy stunts that give away money as it is. And yeah, all this is fine here, and Zaylen became a bard in his own right. Zaylen isn't still alive, is he? I mean, if he is, I'd be happy about it. Galen the Golden Voice. I imagine she's the only one who can put on a dancer's costume that we don't need. Yeah. There's no need. Beast has done so many shady things and isn't what he seems to be. You say that and it reminds me of that Beast Games thing. To be very Squid Games like, and I've heard very, very bad stuff about too many NDAs for contestants and not being treated with respect or being given the basic needs necessary to stay healthy while competing on Beast Games. That definitely was a very bad thing I heard last year. And even before then, I wasn't concerned about him because all that shock value is not enough for me. But then being reminded of the shady things makes it even more, why do I need to be around him? Some effect, but equipping two of the same to be truly safe. I will say his collaboration with Honey is why I got a then better internal capture card. I will say that, but that was also in the past. While I'm grateful for that, I'm more grateful for Zarnathian pointing out an even more worthwhile capture card on a sale, no less. And it's what I'm using right now to bring you this here. Did I see Billy call out the rich and tell them they don't need to keep all that money right in front of people like Zuckerberg? I don't know if I saw, but I swear I did hear. I swear all of that is very familiar to my ears. And then what else is there to do and see and go to? all these kind people. No kitty kitty here peering at fish anymore. Then a number of bards around here, actually. That's the last treasure right there. There we go. Honey is corrupt. Zarnathium stopped using it. I did not realize honey is corrupt. How is it corrupt? I am more than willing to hear. Because I don't realize the errors of my ways at times, and I would be taught these so that I learn from them. And yeah, I went there in a past life to get the Lyre of Ire. I definitely went there before. Is it possible to go into still? And the pair was, they went out, but then they were shipwrecked nonetheless. Could have been a curse here. So what things are there to grab? Oh, the mermaids probably dealt with those merchants. There's another mini medal. And I've lost track of the mini medals here now. There are places I need to sail before this. Do I have the time to go, though? I think I'll sail to them. I can't go there. Magic water. Will that ghost be here again? Looks like I can go into it, though. No ghost to stop me. But I need the ultimate key for damn sure. So where to go? Let me go to the triple port in a light or dock the boat, board the boat. Let's board this boat and go southwest of Rippleport. Where, oh where? Secret spot southwest of Rippleport. Probably right here. Two treasures around. One of them's a mini medal. There another pot around here. I'd prefer it. But I don't see another pot. So the other thing must be on the ground. I hate the thought of that, and I don't have no snoop. Overconfidence is more the enemy of a new seafarer over monsters. All right, maybe I should go to the mini metal place now that I think about it. I think I should. The map may end at its edges, but the world doesn't. So we can sail across this world. That's good to know. And what's with the pink pearl? That is not a big defense thing, so I ain't worried about it. 23 medals. You know what? No, Sanctum's over there. Yeah, Sanctum's not over in the other side of the world. Sanctum's down this way. I've come to remember that. So sail this way to Sanctum sail this way to Sanctum we go. I'm gonna Stone's Throw. I'm gonna Edge Boomerang, then I'm gonna Bang. They resist the magic, but it still hits everybody. And that wasn't great. I think those two seashells were defending. Or were they? Too much defense and kabuffing. I can't think. And I don't need no paralysis to suffer. I keep calling in mana wars. And the soothing songs sucked as well. Alright, I'm gonna have to get rid of some mana wars, it feels like. So how about we do this? There went one mana war. One sea slime. Too much healing and kabuffing. That ain't doing enough to nothing, nowhere. I can be revived. Gotta swoosh them. There goes another one. They need to hit Peronal. There goes Sea Slimes. Okay. He needs to Zen me. And she needs to mid-heal him. Bring me back eventually. Then maybe boomerang and bang. And paralysis is bad. And death is bad. I can't even flee. I couldn't do anything about that. Alright, I'm gonna have to hurry and get these mini medals lest I forget. Where, oh where? And where's the cave of the lake? Where is the cave of the lake? I ain't the cave of the lake, is it? Have I been to the cave of the lake? That's the cave of the lake, so I can sail up there. Okay, I think I'll Propeller Blade, Hocus Chimeras. It's at the Murlusk. And swoosh the Hawkmen. Too many separate things going on here. I think a boomerang will be alright here. Maybe a Mercurial Thrust for me. And a bang. Okay. Honey steals from shops. Oh no, there's more above that. A few things. Probably best to watch a video. Well, I appreciate the trouble you're going to inform us. And gotta heal up right now. You know what? I could actually Zoom to the cave of the lake and then board the boat, couldn't I? I think I can. That's not a secret spot. I need to go to Sanctum anyway. Honey used cookies to track and credit the sales for commissions. If an influencer shows a product and has a discount code, a small cookie is attached to the code that the influencer will get a % of the sale when you check out. But Honey will change cookies at checkout, claiming a commission for themselves and fucking the influencer out of money. Holy hell. Already sounds horrible. I'll crackle them. Just for magic that hits everything. Oh no. Bounces. Won't be bouncing those stones though. They're still alive. Oh, Mercurial Thrust. Faster than anything. And Honey claims to search for discount codes and apply them. They don't. Often has to deal with shops to use their services. And the shop can tell Honey to default use a 5% discount at checkout, even when there are bigger discount codes that are available. Honey steals from shops. When Honey claims found no codes at checkout, they'll still embed a cookie to claim a commission from the sale, steal a small amount of money from the shop without doing anything. Please tell me Rakuten doesn't be this skeevy. Please tell me Rakuten does better. I hope Rakuten does better. 'Cause all this sounds terrible, and I hate the thought of it all. More enemies. Maybe I'll deal with the Hawkmen first. And it's still Bang. I want to get rid of them first. I probably should get rid of the Hocus Chimeras first. There's no need for the propeller blade there, though. Zap the Murlusk and swoosh the Hocus Chimeras. Except for the bounce. Although we got rid of the bounce. That's alright. That's alright there. The Billy said all that people with too much money should give it away. People clapped, but not Zuckerberg. Stephen Colbert came and announced that Billy was giving away $11.5 million. That's all cool there, and I can appreciate Colbert as well. Man, I can hardly believe that late night is about to end. I can't believe it, but it's what's happening. Let's zap a scare wolf, why don't we? And swoosh scare wolves. Too much hurt on Coronal. They gotta be slower, though. They just do. Maybe I'll double-edge smash the hoodie. Then boomerang and mid-heal Coronal. Yeah, that's alright. That's all alright. I'll take the damage for that. Proceeds from her Hit Me Hard and Soft tour will support organizations, projects, and voices dedicated to food equity, climate justice, reducing carbon pollution, and combating the climate crisis. That's wonderful, Billy. On behalf of humans everywhere, thank you. Thank Billie Eilish for all that. Mini metal again, and there's ERDRICK's helm. I have marks here. I have the mark of Middenhall and the mark of Canik. So we have to get the mark of Moonbrook from somewhere then. Let me go to the Cave of the Lake. Then I'll probably auto-save and just get off here fast. Boats out there. All holy water. So if I don't do this now, I'm gonna forget. I don't want to forget. But there's stuff there too. Time is going fast in a bad way. There's nothing here, but there can be hints. That's not enough of a hint. North and east of Middenhall. I need that memory. And a secret spot west of the Cave of the Lake. West of the mountains, west of the Cave of the Lake. Must go here now. Where, oh where? Secret spot, secret spot, secret spot, secret spot. There. Plenty of mini medals so far. I don't see nothing there. They're bags or they're pots. I don't want it to be just on the ground, and I'm scared that it is. It's just on the ground somewhere. Oh no, the two pots are right there. Money and mini metal, okay. I worried over nothing. Maybe I'll go to the Southern Dragon's Horn and sail down that way. I think I will. While the holy water is still intact. But I can't talk to the person, though. I need holy water right now. Plain clothes, turban, bronze knife, none of which matter. Just going to this island matters right now. I can't bother to fight. I can't even bother to fight right now. Isle of the Monarch of Meadows. I can't bring myself to skip this neither. Always finding more details on politics even when it isn't straight politics. Everywhere are tied to so many things, but yet there are so many people that think politics doesn't affect people's lives. One guy was heavy on that belief and hated being proven wrong. Had to talk to Kitty Kitty. But yeah, no, politics really are everywhere. There's no escaping them. I know I had heard of people hating politics in their video games, but that's been happening for a long time. There's no way to get away from that. And it's better that we don't get away from that. I'm sorry to be so quick in the leaving, but I kind of have to. So just until next time, stay uncommon later.